the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the Dog Pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dog Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
18. That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hurry.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good. 180. Hey, alert 33. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, echo. Mike, check.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Lions had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Check. 180. Check. 53. TPT.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Balazs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Watch the screen.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, running right, Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right 80! Mike, 58. Right. Regular.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They'll try to throw here, Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Alpha. So we got man. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Danny. Regular. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Hey, zoom.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-9.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go, D.
Hey!
Mike, check. 59.
Mayfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
It's a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, come on.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
Throw, may pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Jet. It's intercepted. Picked up. Unfortunately for him, if last week we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week.
Counting last week at a certain fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. I think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
We'll start with a give here to Balaj. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of... So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Dre. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
53, 20. 53 is the mic.
On first down, Drake. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Yeah, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
52, 52's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
180.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Pistol. Hey, orbit.
Check, 59. I'm scared.
Hurry. Attack.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Alert.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hurry.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Let's go. New mic.
My touch.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Running, it's Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Here we go.
59 Mike, 59 Mike.
Say, exit. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey!
Mike 5'9".
Run.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 52.
Five.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hurry!
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Check 3, check 3.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing. There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Hey, color.
Now Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch the screen. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
80 weapon. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Come on, QB. Come on.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. 80. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get that one. 35. Check. 53.
On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check it back. Check it back.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up. Left.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch the screen. Check. Strong. Check 13. Check 13. Check 99. Check 99. Strong.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now on 1st down, Drake again. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Third down. 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Round 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Here's Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Hey, Charlie. Check 59, Mike.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Stephen Weatherly in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
No, this is nothing. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Kimdichie, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hurry!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Come to my world. Mike, check, 59. Watch.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Pistol. He's coming. We got double.
Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The tackle made back on his 48-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the toss play, this is Drake. Finding room inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders on for the extra point. And his guys will take it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
To a knee goes Fitzpatrick, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing two things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Miami, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.